Hi, Phil here from Now Spinning Magazine and another unboxing video, and this time we're looking at Symphonic melodic metal from the 90s. Although this band is still going, they're about to record their 14th album. The band is Kamelot and the box set is Ascension 1995 to 1998. So this is Kamelot, a 3-album vinyl box set from BMG Records. This is also available on CD. It covers the period from 1995 to 1998. It's called Ascension. So let's have a look inside the box. This is a new box set from BMG Records, looking at the band Kamelot. This is Kamelot's first 3 long out-of-print, very long out-of-print albums, newly remastered and available on vinyl for the very first time ever, featuring previously unreleased bonus demo tracks. And the albums are Eternity, which is a 2 LP set, Dominion, which is a 1 LP colour vinyl, and Siege Perilous, which is a 2 LP colour vinyl set. Includes a full colour poster, 20-page booklet, and it's a 5 LP set. This opens, I'm going to take having now read the hype sticker, I'm going to take that off. It's a lift-off lid, which is similar to the one I showed you for Halloween not that long ago. And on the back of the box, it shows you the actual albums themselves. So this will come off and just fit inside the box when I actually take that off. So in the first thing you've got in this box, so I'll try and open it as best I can so you can see inside, is a very large poster. So I'm not going to try and show you this in front of the camera I've got now. So as I manhandle it here, you'll see it come up on the screen so you can have a look and see what that looks like. And there it is. Outside of that is the booklet, and normally I do that last of all, but I think I'll do it as it's the next thing in the set. This is what I would have liked in the Halloween box set, to be honest, but the fact they've done it here is fab. So it's obviously LP size. It talks about the history of the band, so there's lots of text and there's lots of input from the band themselves, which is fantastic, and then pictures from the time of the band itself. And this is really good for those of you, even if you're not that new to the band, having this background puts it in context, and this is why I think this is so important. So, you know, sometimes a lot of these BMG album box sets, whether it's Rat or Winger, those are the ones with the booklets always work the best, and I think this has been done really, really well. So Bruce Turnbull has spoken to the band here, and that's really good. And more pictures of the band, and then the credits at the back, and more pictures of studio messing about stuff, as you always get with rock bands. And that's the booklet. And then we've got Eternity, which is a double album with all the lyrics there. I'll just show you, this is a double album. I'm not going to show you both albums, so me getting out, but they're all on quite fancy vinyl. So that's like a cloudy, smoky purple colour for that one. And the next one is Gatefold Sleeve, and this is a single album, but all the lyrics are there. And I'll show you what that looks like as well, just for completion. So this is on a blue splatter vinyl edition. And then the last one is Siege Perilous. Again, gatefold sleeve with all the lyrics. And again, I'll show you what that looks like, which is a grey black splatter vinyl edition. So that is the Kamelot box set, 5 LPs, Ascension 1995 to 1998, and now I'll give you an overview of what I feel about the pressings and the music itself. So that's a look inside this box set, Ascension 1995 to 1998. Now, the album that this band made their major breakthrough is the 4th Legacy, and that's the one that went straight through Europe, where a lot of people must have thought they were another German band, like Halloween or whatever, but of course they're not, they're American. This is interesting for someone of my demographic, is that I've got this I've got a couple of friends who are in the music group on Facebook who are a bit older than me, who kind of missed out on some of the stuff from the 70s because they were, they're married, having children, mortgages and everything, and they kind of missed out on that. And the reason I'm saying that is, in the 90s, that was my time for that. So, I got a young family and was trying to, juggle all the finance and everything. And also in the 90s, rock music wasn't on the TV anymore. Grunge had come along. There was no internet. The classic rock magazine didn't exist. It wasn't really exposed. So bands like, I think the closest I was getting to bands like Dream Theater because of Tommy Vance, and who else? Threshold, but that was much later, and that was really because someone mentioned them to me. There was a whole raft of bands, Nevermore being one of them, Dragon Force, Sabotage, and Kamelot, who in the 90s started to really make waves, but I didn't know about them. So this box set, which is also available on CD as well, is a fantastic way of finding out how the band developed from their origins in the States to where they are now. They're still going strong. Obviously, the lineup has changed, different vocalists, but they're about to record their 14th album. And if I'd had discovered this band at the time in the 90s, symphonic melodic metal, at a time when in the 90s it was kind of new metal and kind of merging with rap and stuff, and I was, it wasn't the kind of stuff that I was really into, this would have ticked so many boxes. So I think BMG Records have done a marvellous job with this. And the pressings in this vinyl set are fantastic. And also BMG, when they do these box sets well, sometimes maybe the Dio one or the Dokken one wasn't done quite so well as this. But sometimes like Rat and Winger and this one, I mean, maybe even the Halloween one with the jigsaw puzzle, but this one with its proper book, with the band are obviously involved and obviously incredibly enthusiastic about telling their story. This brings together 3 albums that show the development of Kamelot towards the band that they are now and how they're seen by rock fans around the world. And especially as one of these albums you can't stream. So these are very rare albums, but they show how the stepping stones to where they became and how they became one of the best symphonic melodic rock bands, because this is melodic and really well constructed rock music. I suppose there's a bit of Queensryche and Iron Maiden in there and everything, but it's more kind of Nevermore and Sabotage and those kind of bands from that ilk. Dominion is a marvellous album. As you saw there in Gatefolds, Eternity is my favourite. But that, again, this is the beginning of this band and the beginning of the Kamelot sound. And Siege Perilous is the other one. There's some demos on here, but they're all doubles apart from one single album. But I think if you're a Kamelot fan, then say this is available on CD and vinyl. But the one of these albums is very hard to find. I went to try and stream them all while I was reviewing them, and Eternity, I couldn't find that on any streaming service at the time of doing this review. So Eternity is from 1995, Dominion from 96, and Siege Perilous from 1998. And of course the breakthrough came a year later in 1999, and they've made 14 albums in total. Absolutely fantastic band that has opened a new doorway for me. So I'm reviewing something that goes back a long way. Thomas Youngblood is the guy behind it all, and I think this is just fantastic. There's a quote here: "Whenever I listen to them now, they always evoke a certain memory of where I was recording them, or what I was thinking when I wrote this or that song. So it's a good feeling. It's been 30 years, which is crazy to me. I know. If you told me back then that we'd have a career that we have today, I'd tell you absolutely, will happen because we believed it." Thomas Youngblood. Really great pressings. Love the way the box has been put together, and putting a booklet in it really helps get a sense of context, not just for younger fans who are discovering this kind of music and getting into it, obviously as heavy metal becomes more popular again with younger generations, but also for people like me from an older generation who missed out on them the first time round. This is a great introduction for me, and I'm going to be certainly exploring more of the Kamelot back catalogue in future months, weeks, maybe even days. So that is out now, Ascension 1995 to 1998 by Kamelot. Thank you for being here, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing and ringing that little bell. And remember, get some Now Spinning Magazine merch. Coffee and music never tasted and sounded so well when you drink it out of a Now Spinning Magazine mug. Music is the healer and the doctor. Please take care, all of you, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon.